Episode 7, The Rivers of Everything. The interlude is over. 3 episodes. 3 corners of the world that existed while the Titans settled into power. The dark gave birth to death and the fates and strife. The sea filled with children. And the monsters took their places at the edges of everything. Now we return to where the drama lives. Kronos is on his throne. The gray flint sickle rests across his knees, and the world is about to fill with rivers. Before we follow Kronos into what he did with his power, the world needed water. Not Pontus, the wild, dark, fruitless sea already existed. Something else. Something that moved with purpose and direction. Oceanus and Tethys, Titan brother and sister, husband and wife, produced it. Oceanus, the deep swirling river that encircles the entire world at its outer edge, flowing endlessly in one great loop. And Tethys' wife, gentle and vast, who together with him made every river that has ever run between 2 banks. Every one. The catalog that follows is not decoration. It is the nervous system of the world. From Oceanus and Tethys, 3,000 river sons. Hesiod names them all, but these are the ones the world would come to know. Nile, the great river that fed civilizations before anyone thought to count them. Alpheus, who runs underground and rises again, refusing to stay buried. The silver-swirling Achelous, greatest of them all, whose name the Greeks invoked before any other river when they swore an oath by water. Eridanos with his amber banks. And holy Scamander, who would one day run red at Troy. 3,000 rivers, every one of them a son. The world had to be navigable before it could be ruled. And 3,000 daughters. The Oceanids, what water does when it becomes a person. Pytho, persuasion, the current that moves through an argument and carries it somewhere new. Metis, wisdom and deep counsel, the one whose attention misses nothing and whose significance in this story is not yet finished. Dione, whose name the older tradition would give to Aphrodite as a mother. Styx, always last, because Styx is always last. And among them all, mostly unnamed, 3,000 presences moving through the world like water through stone, shaping everything, visible to almost no one. 3,000 daughters. The world was full before anyone realized it. Styx is listed last among the Oceanids, and Hesiod will return to her very soon in greater detail. For now, she is the eldest daughter of Ocean, who flows back upon herself. She is the most honorable of all, and the deathless gods swear their most unbreakable oaths by her cold water. When a god must swear something that cannot be unsaid, they call on Styx, not Zeus, not the Fates. Styx, this daughter of ocean and water, who runs back on herself at the edges of the world. The most ancient and most binding thing in the divine order is not a weapon or a throne. It is a river's name spoken in earnest. While the rivers were filling the world, 2 more Titans were making something else entirely. Hyperion, he who walks on high, and his sister wife Thea, the divine. Their children were the lights. Helios the sun, Selene the moon, and rosy-fingered Eos, the dawn, who brings light to deathless gods and mortal men alike. 3 children who between them divided time itself. Day, night, the threshold between them. The world had rivers to move through and lights to move by. It was becoming navigable. 2 more Titans completing the world's architecture. Cous and golden-crowned Phoebe had 2 daughters. Leto, dark-robed and gentle, always mild to men and to the deathless gods, gentle from the beginning, the kindliest being within Olympus. Hesiod gives her this description before her children arrive in the story, because her children will need it to be established, first that their mother was gentleness itself, and Asteria, of happy name, who Perseus took to his great house to be called his dear wife. These 2 daughters of the starry Titans step briefly into the light, and one of them carries something the world does not yet know it needs. Next, the age of Kronos. The sky is his. The world is his. And his children are coming.